to stand when we don't feel strong. But look around, we are never alone. Don't give up, it's not the end. This could be the best that's ever been. Don't give up, it's not the end. Just give it time, it'll be alright. Just give it time, it'll be alright. It'll be alright again. Oh, it'll be alright again.
Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away.
Royal, hope you are enjoying your late lunch, or hope you are having a wonderful time, a beautiful evening with us on 107.3 or FM Royal.live, or you might be viewing us via the YouTube channel of FM Royal or the Facebook channel of Media Unit of Royal College. So today, bringing you in Made in Royal is another eminent personality in college. How do I say this? This special individual is one of the finest all-rounders that I have seen so far when I read his biography. So he's currently serving as a consultant in Kelsley Homes, as well as he was a former cricket commentator way back in Sri Lankan Broadcasting Corporation, as well as a former second level cricketer in Royal College. It's more than Mr. Ruwan Gallage. Sir, warmly welcome you to the show, sir.
Good evening. I'm really impressed by the equipment you have here. Being a member of committee member of Radio Club way back in the 70s, you have developed to a greater level.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much for inviting me, and good evening
Yes.
as well. It's lovely to be in a familiar environment.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. How was your day, sir, so far? How has it been?
Super. Every day is super for me because I enjoy working.
Okay, sir.
Simple as that. That's the
Okay.
message that I always try to convey.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Let me start off you in a journey. So you said that you left college in year 1976, almost
77.
almost 50 years back, I would say, sir. So, sir, if you could recall 50 years back, and if you could recall the day that you first walked through the Borg gates, how was the experience, and how was the nostalgic feeling when you entered back college today?
Firstly, there were two schools. It were two schools, Royal Primary and Royal College.
Yeah.
Royal College was from grade 8 onwards. So we were there in the quadrangular. Recently, I had the opportunity of coming into Royal College for a different, event. And then I stood in front of the class 8H it was, and took a selfie of myself. So that is Royal for me, because still we think of the good old days we had at Royal, and the friends, the portals of education that we have walked through. It's really Royal College. I'm really made in Royal. To simply, it's so.
Okay, sir. Sir, if you talk about your professional career, sir, so when I read your biography, I mean, there were a lot of qualifications around you, and I think my introduction itself, it couldn't cover the qualifications. So if you could clarify about your qualification, who you are, the background that you work in.
First, I should say that failures are the pillars of success.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I failed in my O levels. O levels were a very difficult task those days, not like the current days. And many who played cricket could not get through the O levels.
Yeah.
And that was a very difficult task. And I failed simply because, not that I played cricket, simply because I was a cricket fanatic. I think I saw all the matches that were played, school matches played at Royal College, wherever it is, whether it's St. Thomas's grounds, St. Peter's grounds, Wesley grounds, all that. And I think during the year, Ranjan Madugalle got 1,000 runs, and he became school cricketer of the year. I vividly remember all these because of my love for cricket. And getting out of school, I had one regret in life. That was I could not enter the university.
Okay.
I got through my A levels, but could not enter the university.
Okay, sir.
So I have, in my late life, again, believe it or not, I'm a student. I'm a student of the Open University. I'm trying to surmount the hurdles relating to an LLB, law degree. So that then at those days we had only three options. One was to become an engineer, a doctor, or a lawyer. Accounting was something new. So I was forced to, although I did not do commerce subjects at school, I opted to start on a career in accounting. So that was CIM. From there, it was, in recent times, I have got through this. The next one, it was more of a honorary one, Certified Management Accountant. So I'm fellow member of CIMA and CMA. So that's the professional qualifications are concerned. That's what I.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you are a cricket fan and you were a former cricketer in college as well, sir. So, apart from cricket, sir, were you involved in any other clubs and societies or any other sports? As you mentioned, you were a committee member of a radio club way back in your school days, except that as well.
Well, that's a question which will take some time to respond to, because I was involved in 11 societies. I was secretary of the Buddhist Brotherhood, and there was something. We had those days school buses, so there was a committee called Transport Society, and we handled the discipline. And there were situations where there were season tickets, and we used to collect the money, go from class to class, collect the money, and we used to go to the depot and get the season tickets organized, so that the children did not have to go to a depot and collect the season tickets. So that was, and then we had this transport society. We handled the traffic in the mornings,
The road safety.
crossings, road safety, all that was done by the transport society. So on top of that, I mean, there was it was a hive of activity for me. I was in Historical Society, Singhal Literary Association, Gemological Association, and so on and so forth. I mean, Social Services Society, so many. I mean, it was. I think I didn't leave school at correct times on many days to stay back, and just like some of you here, we stayed on almost every day.
Okay. So, and you were a prefect as well.
Yeah,
in
I was
college?
appointed as a senior prefect in 1975.
Okay, interesting indeed, sir. So, sir, apart from cricket, during your extracurricular times, did you have any memorable times way back? Like, apart from cricket, we have another segment coming up about your cricketing career as well. So, just share something about on days that you had memorable days with clubs and societies and other stuff.
One very important event that I remember is we had Bhakti Gita programs. We had seal campaigns on Poshon Day. That was simply the most important event for the Buddhist Brotherhood. And once we had a Catholic child, student who was a Catholic, sort of going through the SEAL program. So it's embedded in my mind, where we have, anyone listening, those days almost every week we had assemblies. And the assembly starts with words from the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Bible, and the Buddhist version. So it was something that we really showed the world about Royal Colleges.
It's the cosmopolitanship, I would say.
It's totally different, and most of my good friends are from other communities other than Sinhalese. So then I was privileged to what should I say, fail in my O levels, because now I call myself a dual citizen, because I belong to two groups, group of 70. That's why we came into Royal College, and then there was no group of 71, so group of 72. So my network is almost twice or thrice of an average student.
Okay, interesting indeed, sir. So we got to know who is Mr. Ruwan Gallage, about his background, about his professional background. Many more insights are yet to come after this short musical break. You are tuning into 107.3 or FM Royal.live. Don't go anywhere, because this discussion is just getting started at FM Royal, the right Royal way. Hello. A very good evening to all of you. You are now tuning into 107.3 or FM Royal.live. And if you missed the first part, we were just interviewing Mr. Ruwan Gallage on Made in Royal. We got the ground foundation right about who is Mr. Ruwan Gallage and what was his involvement in college and his professional career. So, sir, we mentioned that you were almost engaged in 11 clubs and societies as well as you were involved in cricket. So, sir, during your time, was there any teacher or maybe a coach who influenced in your life very much, who could still recall your memory?
As far as we were concerned, there were three giant leaders that we looked up at. One was Mr. L.D.H. Peris, late Mr. L.D.H. Peris, the principal of Royal College from I think 1972 to 1981 or so.
Okay.
So, and plus the vice principal, who was hated by almost everyone during school days. He was known as, he always used to say, cut your hair. He was known as cut hair, cut hair.
But he's been strict man, I would
One
say.
of the most strict administrators I've seen at Royal. And he was one single reason that the discipline standards of Royal College was at such a high level at that time. Then we had the exact opposite, a deputy principal by the name of Mr. Vijay Veer Singh, who was fondly known as Vijay. So these three gentlemen, I think
Mr. Vijay Guru Singh was all Royalist as well.
And Mr. Gunasekara, the vice principal.
Was also
So we had the principal from another college, the deputies from Royal itself.
Royalist.
So it was, and I could remember Mr. Gunasekara. One day I was walking along the corridor, and that was just after the A levels, my first try. And I said, Gallage, how was the exam? So I said, we were not very fluent in English also. I very casually I said, "Sir, not bad, sir." But what man? When you say not bad, it's not good. So that was the standard that he maintained. So we were really privileged to be coached as students under them. And going into subject matter, we had a cricket master in charge by the name of Mr. Pali Munasinghe. And he also was, he used to, he was the maths master as well. So he used to, if someone made a mistake, he used to slap. Those days, corporal punishment was quite normal.
Normal to students.
The current days, I think it's something that the students of current years miss out. We were molded to what we are. That also helped in many ways.
Okay, so you mentioned a couple of names, I would say, in college, sir. So as you mentioned previously, a short story. Do you have a wonderful memory with one of them being punished or being suspended from college?
My goodness. That's a difficult question to answer because there were so many incidents of that nature.
Anything memorable, really memorable?
Well, one day the whole class was punished. All of them were caned other than me. Because of my short stature, I think Mr. Gunasekara felt sorry for me.
Okay.
So these were situations that we went through, and then I think I have to relate, in fairness to our former principal, late Mr. L.D.H. Peris. There was one story I heard from Mr. Vijay Veer Singh. After I left school, I used to visit him on and off. He said one day, they all of them stay after school till about 4:35, 6. All of them leave after that. So that was the commitment of all three. So Mr. Vijay Veer Singh walked into Mr. L.D.H. Peris' office and asked, "Sir, you don't look well. What's wrong with you?" Said, "No, Vijay, I did something wrong today." So when he said, "Sir, what happened?" "No, man, I got a packet of half sheets. I got Kulutunga was the PN at that time. I got Kulutunga to bring it in." So you what's wrong with it, sir? No, I paid for it and I got the packet of half sheets. Yes, sir, but then what happened? He said, no, man, I got Kolutunga to put it into my car.
Okay.
I said, so? No, if someone saw that, they'll think that I'm taking half sheets home.
Oh.
That was the standard that he had.
A very
with the
disciplined kind of person. No.
And about Mr. Gunasekara, I remember this, I'm going back into cricket. I was never coached. I was an off spinner. And I used to on and off bowler leg spin as well within the over. So that was one house match, Reid House versus Marsh. And then I got 4 for 33.
Okay.
Someone out of the blues doing that kind of achievement thing. Because the house matches were first 11 cricket. The first 11 and the second 11 those days, there was a pool of 35. So the best players who perform at the house cricket, they are put into the that 35.
Okay.
And within the 35, you have to fight and get into the first 11 and the second 11. So when I walked out, after taking these 4 wickets, the principal was there, Mr. L.D.H. Paris. He was sitting under the tamarind tree, second 11 grounds, and he asked me only one question. Why didn't you play cricket earlier? Then I walked into the dressing room. It was a makeshift dressing room. That was a classroom, really. We used as a dressing room. Mr. Gunasekara was there. Then he asked me, you don't know how to bowl a googly? So I said, no, sir. Because he saw me bowling the off spinners and then changing into leg spin as well. Then I said, no, sir. Is there anyone who knows this? And Ranjan Madhugalle puts up his hand and he explains the whole thing. So that was the cricketing brain of Ranjan Madhugalle. Then again, little story about Mr. Gunasekara. We were practicing on the main ground, turf wicket, and I was bowling my kind of leg spin as well with the off spin mixed up. And there was a player by the name of Ruwan Gallage, who was the wicketkeeper for our college at one time or the other. He hit me for about 3 sixes to mid wicket. Then Mr. Gunasekara was standing by. He asked Rohan, if I bowl, would you hit me for 6 as well? Then he said, yes, sir, I'll do that. So Mr. Gunasekara took asked for the ball and he bowled 2 balls, third ball, the guy was out. He was caught at the boundary. So that was Mr. Gunasekara was attired in his normal school attire, full white, long sleeves with the tie.
Okay. I could imagine the images from right now from the studio about how was the situation, how was the background like that.
So Mr. Gunasekara was someone who could handle anything and everything.
Oh.
And then I will again, I mean, it's not fair to talk about these principles only. I had a short stint with Mr. Bogada Premaratna as well. I could remember as a grade 8 schoolboy, one day I was running through the corridors and I slammed into him. What he did was he very carefully took me by the shoulders and moved out of the way. So that was the principles of Royal College that we had.
You rarely see that kind of incident where normally, currently, when students suddenly bangs in you give a hell out of a whack, I would say. But, kind of methods do change with time. So, sir, you mentioned about cricket a lot, sir. Yes. So, which dives me to our next question. How were you interested in cricket? What made you passionate about cricket, I would say?
Those days, we had the Ashes series. And Sri Lankan cricket was almost at, I wouldn't say infant stage, it was developing from infant stage.
The starting era.
So we had this schoolboy cricket game there. And I was, may he rest in peace, Sir Garfield Sobus.
Yeah.
For my interest in cricket, not for my cricket talents, I was known as Sobus.
Oh.
During my school days. Okay. And I had a collection of cricket magazines and books all my, whatever the pocket money I got, I spent it on books and magazines and all that. And I could, the magazines or books were very, very rare those days. It was not like the current days. So I could remember I used to walk from our season when it's chopped off. It's only one run you can do. I lived at Ratmalan, so what I do is save that money also. I used to walk from school to Bambalipitiya.
Okay.
Then Bambalipitiya, there were 2 or 3 shops where there were these magazines available which came from India. And then, if I could not find that particular magazine which was known as Sports Star, I used to walk up to Vallavatta and past Vallavatta also. Because those were the shops were on that stretch. So it was, my love for cricket was so much. And I was there to see the first test match in 1982. It
At
was
Pisara.
Pisara. And still treasure a souvenir cap that I got on that day from, I think, from a bank.
Okay.
So the cricket left me very little time for studies.
Okay, so just asking, was your father a cricket fan, or was your father or your family background any cricketers?
Not really. No.
Not really.
No,
So you were the only passionate pioneer on cricket in your family.
Yeah. And my parents, I think they never cited the school other than on 1 or 2 occasions. One was for a Kalavulila, which was organized by the Singer Literary Association, and then for something else.
So they never turned up to parents' meeting as well, I would say.
There were no parents' meetings.
Oh.
Those believe it or not. Not like the current days. There was no such meetings. The children were looked after by the teachers as their own children.
Okay, so that's interesting indeed. So we were just mentioning about your cricketing career, and how you were involved and how were you passionate about cricket. So sir, if you could tell about your school cricket journey, you were able to represent Royal College.
Yeah, in only once or twice. I mean, it was a very limited exercise. But then God gave me something in return.
Okay.
In 2009, for my passion for cricket, I was invited to the cricket board to be the head of finance of the World Cup Secretariat.
Okay.
So it was a different journey altogether. From morning till evening, it was cricket, and I was in 2 committees, infrastructure development, which was headed by late Mr. Anil Abhinayaka, and the other one was where the cricket organizing committee. So we had to go from ground to ground. I was in charge of the tickets. Those days the tickets were selling at a premium. A 50 rupee ticket was sold in the open market at 5,000 rupees.
Okay, I think around 2003, the World Cup was...
2011.
2011, the World Cup was hosted by India alongside Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. It was the, I think, highest level we achieved in during that period. The chairman president of Sri Lanka cricket was late Mr. D.S. De Silva. He himself was a cricketer who played for Sri Lanka and captained Sri Lanka. So during that time, I think we were number 3 in Test cricket, number 2 in one-day internationals, and number 2 in T20s. So that was the standard of play, and there were huge demand for tickets. Okay. And I could remember the total value of tickets. I think we had 12 matches in Sri Lanka. Those 12 matches, 101 million worth of tickets I handled. Okay. And it was an experience. And then we had to put up 3 grounds as well. The entire stadium at Premadasa Stadium was taken down. There were only accommodation for 18,000 people. It went up to 30,000. Okay. And the ground was relaid. And when we walked into Pallikale, there were only some terraces and the ground. And from there, it was built up to be ready for the World Cup. The last one was at Surya Veva. Surya, when we walked in, there was nothing. There was, someone said, Tumba Kalava. So it was built up from there. And within 3 years, it was ready for the World Cup, to host the World Cup.
I mean, cricket itself in Sri Lanka, I would say not in Royal College, in Sri Lanka itself, it's one of like the main bloodlines in Sri Lankan people. So sir, if we move back to the school cricket arena, you mentioned that for a short time you were able to represent the second level cricket team. Sir, I mean, with the current situation, what do you think about the current situation of like Royal College cricket? I mean, if you are day-to-day update.
I wouldn't really comment on Royal College cricket. I would
Compared to
comment
your
on
days, compared to your days, how it has to.
I think there's too much of coaching
Okay.
coming in. It's a general statement that I'm making. I'm trying to go public on this. Because what really happens is the parents, the mothers especially, when the child is 5 or 6 years old, it's taken to a coach.
Taken to academy, I would say.
Academy.
Yeah.
And then whatever the natural talents that boy has is deleted.
Yeah.
And what comes out is like from a factory, the same type of a cricketer. The bowling action is the same, the stance is the same. And I can only remember one player during the last few years who had made to national level. He had an attitude. He didn't care for the coaches. So he's playing well at this moment.
Who was that, I would say?
Bhanuka Rajapaksa.
Yes, of course. I mean, me personally being a cricket fan, love his strokes, about his lofted way, and playing his wrist cricket. I mean, that's something, a lot of players we don't see because, coaches say play safe, play defensive.
Exactly.
But he's just
He's
good.
different. He's totally different. So that's what I say. I mean, if he had a Sanat Jayasuriya in the current era, he also would have been taken to the same standard.
Okay.
And look at the international cricketers. Their bowling action, they are different. Some people, their stance is different. We have too much of coaching. I would very strongly say that after 12 years, no coaching for young cricketers.
Okay, sir. Interesting indeed. So we talked about the cricketing backgrounds, and I think the technological part as well as the interesting part of cricket. I think, sir, you are very well thorough about it because I think you have worked with a lot of national players as well as the Sri Lankan cricket administration as well. So don't go anywhere. You're tuning into 107.3 or FM Royal.live. We'll be moving into a short musical break. Until then, stay tuned with us on 107.3 or FM Royal.live.
I took our love and I put it on ice. This bed is cold and it don't feel right. Ain't nobody else who loves me like that. You love me like that, no. If you give me space then I'll give you the sky. Yeah, you got me thinking we could try. Ain't nobody else who love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Show me that there's something more. We can do better. Brick by brick we built these walls, but when I close the blinds, could feel it in the air. This is just a waste of time, no one really cares. But then you came across my mind, got me out of there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river, watched all the heavy rain. I watched all the heavy feeling all the noise in here, it's becoming an ache. Pull me into calm and deep, and take me out to the waves. 'Cause I feel like a waste of space, breathing in the air. But you hold me like I might just break, like you want me there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river, watched all the heavy rain. I watched all the heavy empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears,
are we scared of the unknown and not the past? Look for distractions so we can.
Hello. Very good evening to all of you. The current time is 3 minutes for 6, I would say, and you might be enjoying your evening here with 107.3 or fmroyal.live. So we are here in the segment of Made in Royal, and we are entering Mr. Ruwan Gallage. I would say we talked a lot about his school life, about his professional career, and most importantly, we talked about his cricketing journey and how he was involved in the school cricketing arena as well as in the Sri Lankan cricket as well. So we covered a lot about cricket, I would say, but this time of period, it's all hyped about Bradby. I would say the second leg of Bradby is it's happening on the 25th, this Saturday, within 2 days time at Kandy at Ruwan Gallage. So sir, I think way back when you were also schooling, you might be also remember times that you were also hyped after the big match, one of the pinnacle events in school, the Bradby. So sir, if you could call the memories that you had during Bradby, what would it be?
It's a wonderful period for Bradby during my time at school.
Raga,
As far as Raga was concerned. In 1976, I think that was the best score line for Royal, 61-6 from the two matches.
The biggest
margin. Biggest margin. It still stands as the highest margin, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, I could remember traveling in the train on the train, Bradby Express. Now we had our own rugby songs, and we used to tell the passengers in the carriages. So we reserved certain carriages for ourselves. If there was someone who were not part of us, we used to say, please, would you move on to the next carriage?
Okay.
Because it will be a bit uncomfortable for you listening to what we say. So that was, we really, from Colombo to Kandy,
it is another kind of a journey, I would say.
Different kind of a journey altogether.
Schoolboys, even currently also we see unfortunately the Bradby Express is not happening. Last year and previous years also, students, even old boys around different groups come into one carriage and they cheer it around according to their tradition. And I would say the same goes to that same goes as that as well, sir, I would say. So sir, any cherishing memories that you had during Bradby, I would say? You mentioned a lot about cricket, the experience that you had in cricket.
Rugby was not really my game. Only day I played rugby at a ground at Ratmalana. I injured myself and I had to sort of hobble around for a few days.
Not a good memory playing rugby.
Not playing rugby. But overall, I remember one story. There was a principal by the name of Mrs. Seneviratna who was sandwiched between Mr. Bogoda Premaratna and Mr. LDH Peris. He was there for a very, very short span of time, and his sense of humor was excellent. And after a certain rugby game in Kandy, we had this assembly. The weekly assembly is always, it was good times, and every principal used to talk about what happened during the previous week, all that. And then he went on to say, look, I hear that you boys had a lovely time going to the match, but I have this story as well. I hear that someone had been walking on top of the train from one end to the other end.
Okay.
And he said, I would say someone did that as well. We'll leave it at that. But I hear that he had been done it in his birthday suit.
Okay.
So that was Royal, and the Bradby Express was something different.
Okay, sir.
I didn't know school could match that.
That exposure. Royal College itself is special. During the March Madness time, we have the Battle of the Blues, and it brings some kind of traditions towards school. And next up, we have the Bradby. That also brings tradition. Then the Royal Thomian season, that's also tradition. So everywhere Royal College is made apart, traditions comes into play, I would say. So sir, I would say right now we had a very interesting and very meaningful conversation in this segment today, sir. So sir, at last, before just moving on to the last questions, what would you think about this year's spread with the second leg of the
Yeah, I saw the first leg. We played wonderfully well. The first
55
half,
minutes,
first
yeah.
half was super.
Hmm.
Where we all went with a bit of a negative feeling, and we were really pumped up. We look forward to something different happening. But suddenly it turned around. I think we made one or two mistakes, which turned the tide totally to their advantage.
Okay.
So the Candy match, the Trinity friends I know, they are looking forward to a huge margin of victory. So I'm sure that if we played like the way that we played in the first half, we will make amends at
Will
to some
make
extent.
some change. That was
Exactly.
all the Royalist hope around the world. If you are listening from your houses or anywhere from the world, if you are a Royalist, you know, you hope you have that same margin of hope that something can change there in Ruwan Gallage on this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. We'll wait and see, sir. So, sir, to end up our show, it was very meaningful and it was really interesting to listen to your old stories that you mentioned throughout this show. So, sir, to end, for all the Royalists, for all the students who are trying to be student leaders and who are trying to go out to the corporate world out there, what would your message be, sir?
First and foremost, it's lovely to see this young gentleman here at this studio, being here after school hours. So what I see at the moment is most of the students, they don't take part in extracurricular activities. And the teachers' commitments are also different to what we had. So in that sense, the opportunity of a greater number of people to go through extracurricular activities is very limited. Now, for an example, I'm happy to say that I have almost covered every sphere in life. Professional, with being the president of Organization of Professional Associations, cricket, to be the head of finance and working in all those committees for the World Cup, Badminton Association treasurer. Then I'm involved with Buddhist associations. I'm involved with two international friendship associations. All these, the platform was Royal College, nothing else.
Okay.
So what I would, and the friends I have made, the lessons I have learned, and as our school song goes, learnt of books and learnt of men and learned to play the game.
Yes, sir.
That is the platform of success in my life.
And sir, at the very start of this conversation, you mentioned about throughout failure that you have achieved these professional remarks that you have, sir. So, sir, most of the students currently, if you fail, you give up. If you have a bad, I will say in cricketing terms, if you have a bad match, you just give up cricket. So, in that terms, what do you need to tell for the students?
Well, compared to what we went through, now it's a totally different atmosphere because there's so many opportunities available. It could be skill development. If you are not really an academic, there are so many other opportunities available. Skills development, automobile industry, thriving, the construction industry. All those provide a lot of opportunities. Quantity surveying, other than engineering. I don't think anyone should say I have failed. I would say it's another stepping stone to reach greater heights.
Okay, sir.
And with the right royal spirit, you can surmount any challenge in life.
As they normally say, Royalists are always good at comebacks, I would say. And yes, of course, failure is the path to success. That's what a lot of famous people say. That's what failure. That was the main motto of most of the people who are succeeded in life currently, sir. So, sir, one last final question, I would say. After around 50 years coming back here, and you said that you were a member of FM Royal, And walking inside the studio, what kind of feeling did you have?
I'm thoroughly impressed, and I never expected when you invited me to move over here for this event today. I never thought it's at this level. So I think we have a super platform. Let's move on from here and say that the FM Royal is heard right around the world.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, very much for joining us, leaving aside your busy schedule, sir. We wish best of the luck to your future as well, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, as they normally say, every beginning has an end, every end marks a new beginning. With that, we are done with episode 2 in Made in Royal on 107.3 or fmroyal.live. But don't go anywhere. Next up, we have a single classical music show coming to you. So stay tuned with on 107.3 or fmroyal.live, or from home you might be visiting us via the Facebook channel, Facebook Live, as well as the YouTube Live of our media unit, as well as the FM Royal joint channel. So stay tuned with us on 107.3 or fmroyal.live. Until then, it's goodbye. Signing out. This is Dulanjan Vikram Singh, and thank you very much, sir.
Good night to you, Dulanjan. I think I enjoyed the show like everyone else.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. Thank you, sir.